What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is New England Gauntlet, and folks, we're now in week 3 of the season. This season is already flying by, so yeah. If let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are of your team right now. Do you guys approve of your team's performance or disapprove? Let me know in the comments. But yeah. Tonight, I'll be simulating the Thursday Night Football matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. A battle between two young quarterbacks. One of them just sucks playing in the cold, and the other one is an absolute monster on the field, who eventually collapses, or eventually chokes in the playoffs. But yeah. And that is Tua Tagovailoa and Josh Allen. But yeah. Anyways, I don't really have much else to say other than yeah. Feel free to leave a like at that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. We are also on the road to 400 subscribers as well. I don't know if we've already hit it right now, but if we haven't, feel free to subscribe. It's completely free. But anyways, yeah. We're gonna jump right into the simulation, so let's freaking do this. Oh, also let me know in the comments or the chat down below, hey guys, we got me in this game and the score predictions. Alrighty. Okay.
Tonight, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
You want to talk about a driven player partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
to start. Here's Tua. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 38 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. It's one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen looking for the crossing receiver. He's got him. It's Samuel. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Allen to throw it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
To the air, Allen. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Tua now on 1st down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. Was certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Allen. Setting up Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Kincaid, 26 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Dolphins offense returning to the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win the
Tua hit, and the ball is out, and the Bills have recovered. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Miami set to take over. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Daquan Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They got to get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here. That pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now 2nd and 3. Cook up the gut. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
On 2nd down, Cook, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, something I say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
To him, the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Mostert, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Tua. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Short throw to Smith. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Open man is Hill. He's got it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
From the 9, second and 5. Beckham goes in motion left. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Mike McDaniel dialing up the risk here a little bit on fourth down. They're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 46. Following the fumble recovery, Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
The pass game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's a 2nd and 8. On play action, Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Keon Coleman, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Pass on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown pass to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. This is 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little vertical trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Tua. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Tua going to throw. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle they go with Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mostert fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Play action, now it's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jonnu Smith, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Jonnu Smith, the big tight end, who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 25, here's second down at 7. Here's Allen to throw it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To the air, Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the middle with Cook. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Some people playing defense in this one. There's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they contained him very well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, here's Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquez found that Scantling. 62 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Tua now on first down. They set up the screen. Achane has it. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
On second down, Tua. Being chased out left. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Here now a third down and 8. Looking to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jake Bailey now. Nifty move. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now Allen. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To throw, it's Allen. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Allen. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. A good pickup there at 22. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you didn't mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Barrios now from his end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Tua, a final shot before half. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bills were led in the first half by their all-world quarterback, Josh Allen. He threw a first-quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Allen, quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Bills. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. a clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw to Smith, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua sets up to pass it. It's caught. Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. So after the INT, it's Allen. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had it because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Allen going to throw. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got napped for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Allen now looks to throw. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely and pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Option play. Here's Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And Cook will get in for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills have opened the lead up to 30. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosen it up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Pass on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. final run. Here's Devon Achane. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here is third down and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This pass caught by Beckham. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and now it's second down. With Mostert up the middle, and he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Throw caught by Achane. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a fourth down?
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Sanders' kick is good, and now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bills ready to take over. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
13 now. They work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 13 yards out. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Miami set to take over. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa gets this one to Hill, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 31, here's second and 6. Throwing now is Allen. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play action. Now it's Allen. Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Now on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at a yard. Allen running right on the option. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To the air, Allen. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
it's Cook. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, here's Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bills are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. That's prepared for him to try and take off.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Davis will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Just power football there, and down near the goal line, give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point, where we're at in the fourth quarter, with how wide this advantage is, for this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Tua. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This 2nd and 4. Here's Tua. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua going to throw. Over the middle to Smith. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here's 2nd and 3. Tua to throw again. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Steps away to his left. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Chan is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They start the drive with Cook. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Davis, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Dancing to his left. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on it and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Cook up the gut. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 8. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 32. 83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They run it again with Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Give to Cook out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They try again with Cook. And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.
All right. An offensive explosion here for the Buffalo Bills. For the Buffalo Bills tonight. Alright, we're going to look at the stats real quick. Josh Allen went 35 for 42 with 509 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And his longest pass of the night was from 62 yards. Tua Tagovailoa went 33 for 44 with 384 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. And his longest pass of the night was from 38 yards. James Cook had 21 rushing attempts for 90 yards, and also 2 touchdowns. And his longest run of the night was from 24 yards. Devin Etienne had 2 rushing attempts for 5 yards and a touchdown. And his longest run of the night was from 4 yards. And Ray Davis had 5 rushing attempts for 22 yards and a touchdown, and his longest run of the night was from 11 yards. Marquez Valdez Scantling had 9 catches for 203 yards, 3 touchdowns, and his longest catch of the night was from 62 yards. Jonnu Smith had 7 catches for 54 yards and a touchdown, and his longest catch of the night was from 11 yards. Dalton Kincaid had 2 catches for 46 yards and a touchdown, and his longest catch of the night was from 26 yards. Keon Coleman had 4 catches for 88 yards and a touchdown, and his longest catch of the night was from 30 yards. And Jalen Waddle had 5 catches for 101 yards, a touchdown, and his longest catch of the night was from 38 yards. For blocking, Connor McGovern allowed a sack. Isaiah Wynn allowed 2 sacks. Austin Jackson allowed a sack, and Terran Armstead allowed a sack. And on the defense, Daquan Jones had 2 sacks. Greg Rousseau had a sack. Von Miller had a sack. Jordan Brooks had a sack. Benicio Jones had a sack, and Matt Milano had a sack. For kicking, Tyler Bass made only 1 field goal from 33 yards, and Jason Sanders made 1 field goal from 44 yards. For punting, Jake Bailey had 3 punts for 143 yards, and his longest punt of the night was from 53 yards. For kick returns, Braxton Berrios had 10 returns for 239 yards, and his longest return of the night was from 29 yards. Khalil Shakir had 4 returns for 91 yards, and his longest return of the night was from 25 yards. And for punt returns, Daquan Hardy had 1 return for no yards. And that is all the stats from this game as the Buffalo Bills annihilate the Miami Dolphins 59-24 on Thursday Night Football. I hope you guys were able to see the score. But, yeah. And it's all she wrote for this one. So I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys on Sunday afternoon for the Steelers Patriots game, and then there's like one other game that I don't really remember, but well, actually, there's actually two other, but I'll check them right now. But I have my phone with me right here, so I'll look at them up real quick. I have them in my notes. Alright, we got the Cowboys and Bears and later on that day. And then for Sunday Night Football, we got the Chiefs-Giants game. So, we got those to look forward to, so, yeah. But that'll pretty much be the end of the video. So thank you guys so much for tuning to this video. If you guys made it to this video, make sure you guys leave a like, hit that subscribe button down below if you're already on the road to 400 subscribers. And with that, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the night. And as always, stay awesome.